And what's this? Oh, look, it's a bear. Isn't he lovely?
Where's his train set? There's a train set somewhere that Zoe bought him.
You're only saying that because you want to play with it yourself.
No.
Hey, we've saved some turkey for you.
No.
Yes, so you can have a proper Christmas after all. I meant what I said, Steve. No more nannies. I'm going to look after him myself from now on.
Poor little soul. Clutches of loopy Granny Glover and back into the arms of a woman 10 times madder.
Well, can't you give it a rest? At least until New Year.
But a boy needs a hobby. And Santa didn't bring me a chemistry set. Oh, and by the way, you've got some visitors.
Sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Tate. We just thought you ought to know Mrs. Glover's appearing in court this morning.
What'll happen to her?
That's up to the magistrates.
They won't give her bail.
I shouldn't think so.
Yeah, well, they better lock her up and throw away the key. Because if I see her again, I'll kill her.
Thanks for your help, Mrs. Tate. I'm glad everything's getting back to normal for you.
You think things can ever be back to normal again?
I hope so. And Mrs. Glover won't be giving you any more bother. Well, if there's anything else, we'll be in touch.
Oh, I'm sure.
Thanks again.
See you.
Bye. Some nasty policemen, yes, they've gone.
What are you playing at?
What?
Why didn't you say anything about the blackmailer?
Look, Steve, I'm tired of the police, okay?
No, it's not okay. Jan Glover was barking. This guy isn't. What if he tries to get you through James?
I'll deal with it.
It's a matter for the police. Fine, when you thought he had James, he might have harmed him, but now James is safe.
I don't want the police involved.
Why? Just tell me that.
Have you thought it through? What he might say if they got close to him? The lies he might tell them? I can't risk it, Steve. I have to settle this myself.
He's asleep. Come on, sit down. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, thanks.
How about something to eat?
Not hungry.
Have you thought what you're going to do about the blackmailer?
I'm working on it.
I know a friend.
No. No friends. I'm going to pay him off, whatever he's asking.
And in a few months' time, he'll come back for more. Paying him off won't get rid of him. Don't shut me out on this one, Kim. Let me help you.
If you really want to help, let me deal with it my way.
I thought we were going out for lunch.
I've changed my mind. Johnson pate.
Yeah, thanks. Why haven't you been in the office?
You can handle it?
Yeah, that's not the point. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Kim.
All right, then. I can't face bumping into Roy today.
Well, then be pleased to know I sent him home for the day.
Why?
The lad's devastated. He's in no condition to work.
Good.
Kim, you can't blame Roy for Jan's behaviour.
I'm not. I'm avoiding it because I feel terrible. Every tragedy that happens to the Glovers, I seem to be at the centre of it. It just feels like everything's closing in on me.
You've had another phone call, haven't you?
No.
Well, that's good.
He's just biding his time. That filthy little blackmailer's got a grip on me. And he's not going to let go. Yes, I know where the place is. Well, of course I won't be... Look, I want to get this over with as much as you do. Well, how will the police benefit from my... Listen, you little... This had better be worth it.
Are you completely mad?
He's not going to stop until I see him and deal with this.
There's no way you're going to meet this guy tomorrow. It's a mad idea.
I met him once before, remember?
What if he attacks you?
He won't attack me. All he wants is money.
I'll go with you then.
No, you're staying here to look after James. I left him once before, and look what happened.
That was Jan Glover.
Yeah, well, it could have been him, and I'm not prepared to make James vulnerable again. So you're staying with him. I have to deal with this on my own, Steve.
I really think you should let me go to meet him.
Who's that?
How many blackmailers do you have in your diary today?
No.
At least let's talk about it.
We've done nothing but. I won't be played like a fish on a line.
He could be dangerous.
Yeah, well, if I show him I'm not frightened by anything he dreams up, he'll have lost any leverage.
And what about this evidence?
And I'll be back in control.
How can I just sit back and let you go ahead with it?
Because I'm telling you to. Look, if you don't, Steve, you forget about the engagement.
What?
I made one stupid mistake before you and I got together. Now I'm going to put it right.
You might have said you were going now. Kim, let me go.
This is why I wanted to leave without you knowing. I could have been back before you even noticed.
You hope. So, what are you going to say?
I'm sorry, I've just got to go and do it. I'll know what to do when I see him. I deal with things.
You haven't dealt with this very well so far.
I'll see you later.
Don't hang about, Kim.
Drive.
Just tell me what you want.
Drive.
Where to?
I'll tell you.
Why here?
Poetic, really, isn't it? Last spring, this place was crawling with coppers and press. The Lady in the Lake mystery. It wasn't a mystery to you and me, though, was it?
Look, scumbag. I'd have thought you'd learnt I am not a nice person to deal with.
I'm shaking. Get out.
Why?
Because it might be bugged. Go on, I'll walk back to the nearest cop shop. Open your coat. You might be wired.
You've seen too many B movies. So what's all this nonsense about, then?
Only you, me, and the woman in the lake knows. And she ain't saying. I might, though. That you arranged her murder.
So, how much do you want?
50,000. And I'd be out of your life for good.
I'll give you $5 for your cheek.
Don't mess me around.
Okay. 10.
I need to get out of the country. It's 50 or I go to the law.
I've no guarantee you won't come back.
I killed her
Precisely.
because you paid me to.
I never told you to kill her.
You said, do whatever it takes.
You can't prove that.
I can.
How?
A videotape
Oh, sure. How convenient.
of you asking me to find a woman. I ring her for you and set her up. She ends up in a watery grave, and your old man ends up in the frame.
There isn't any tape. I want to see it.
One of the tabloids is sure to be interested. I'll let them pass it on to the police.
Wait.
I'll be in touch.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's going to have to wait. I've got things to sort out.
I know what happened last night.
What are you talking about?
I followed you. I saw it all.
How dare you?
It's just as well I did.
You idiot. You don't understand. You don't know what that lowlife could have done if he'd seen you.
But I wasn't born in the playing fields of Eton. I've dealt with this sort before. If you let him, he'll bleed you dry.
Yeah, and if I don't pay up, he'll start spreading lies about me. And if I do, I've got no guarantee that he won't keep coming back for more.
And that's why you should let me handle it.
I don't want you involved.
Kim, you're going to be my wife. That makes me involved whether you like it or not. If you're worried about what I'm going to hear, forget it. You've told me what happened, and that's good enough for me. All I'm doing is getting rid of a parasite off our backs. Well, trust me, Kim. I've got it all worked out. By the time I finish with him, he'll never bother you again.
Look, it's me he's after. Suppose he refuses to deal with you.
We're not going to give him the chance. I don't intend waiting around for him to contact you again.
Doesn't seem to me like we've got much choice.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. I followed him as well last night. I know where to find him.
You were taking a hell of a risk. I've told you he's dangerous.
So it's better I take him by surprise than the other way round.
So what are you planning?
The less you know about it, the better. Relax. I'll be over by tonight.
You will be careful.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for Chris.
He's in the kitchen.
I hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
That's all. I was just going.
Good luck.
I'll be fine.
Business deal?
Something like that.
Chris wants to talk to me about this Tony Cairns scheme. I'm surprised you and Steve aren't interested in investing. But perhaps you've got other things on your mind right now.
Happy New Year.
Who the hell are you?
The bloke that's marrying Kim Tate. And you're getting in our way.
Look, if you want to do business, you're going the wrong way about it.
Funny? That's just what I was going to tell you. If you think you found a meal ticket for life, you're making a serious mistake.
I just want enough to get out, that's all. Pay me now, and I won't bother either of you again.
You're not in a position to demand anything. You've got nothing on Kim that's worth buying.
That's what she told you.
She told me everything. She was frightened of Frank. That's why she set things up so she could get away from him.
You're a bit old to believe in fairy stories, aren't you? She's lying to you.
You're the one that's lying.
She's in this up to her neck, and I can prove it. I've got evidence.
What evidence?
A videotape. You can see it for yourself. Make up your mind if you want to buy the lady out of trouble.
Okay. Show me.
Candid camera strikes again. You got to admit, it proves your Kim isn't quite the innocent flower she's been making out.
There's enough evidence to incriminate you as well. If you go to the police with that, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest, too.
That's your guarantee that this is a one-off. 50 grand will get me out of the country, and you can do what you like with it.
And if we don't pay?
I've been inside before. I reckon I'd survive much better than your pretty lady. She's got a lot more to lose. Or maybe you've changed your mind about marrying her, after what you've seen.
There's 10 grand there, that's all you're getting.
We agreed 50.
That was with her. You're dealing with me now.
I'll throw in a bit of advice for free. If I was you, I wouldn't turn my back on her.
Just give me the tape.
I was starting to get worried something had gone wrong.
Oh, you don't have to worry anymore. I'll never bother you again.
He was asking for a lot of money.
It's all sorted.
Did he give you anything?
You mean the videotape? Destroyed. I never even bothered watching it.
So, it's really over.
All part of the service.
Well, how did you do it? And did he give you any trouble?
Well, the less you know about it, the better. It's over. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, the best thing we can do now is forget it all and start planning for the future.
Yeah, we have let the business slide a bit. There's a lot to be done around here.
I meant our future. Getting married. There's nothing to stand in our way now. And I finally found a man that I can rely on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, Chris and Tara wanted us to meet them down the Woolpack. But I think I'd rather have a little celebration here tonight.
I'd love to, but I'm already booked.
You're going out tonight?
I've got this deal with this Japanese company. I've got a video link up booked. But don't worry. We've got the rest of our lives to celebrate. Mine.
Are you sure this is what you want?
It is.
All right, then. We have a deal.
I don't want any loose ends.
And what are you suggesting?
Do whatever it takes.
Well, that'd cost you a lot more.
It'll be worth it if Frank gets 20 years.
What about the girl?
She doesn't matter. Just put Frank away.
Happy birthday.
1 year older, 1 year closer to death.
Oh, welcome to the Kim Tate Happy Club.
Yeah, well, I'm just not a birthday person.
Well, perhaps this will improve the day.
Oh,
You are in a good mood.
I'm sorry. They're lovely. Thank you. I just thought it might be the Daniels video.
You stop worrying. I destroyed it.
Did you watch it?
No.
Not even tempted?
No point. You told me the whole story, so I know what was on the video. Don't I?
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, why so keen to get hold of it?
I didn't want to be reminded of it all. Would have gone straight on the fire. But everything's fine now. You destroyed it.
That's right, so you can forget about our blackmailer friend. He won't be bothering you again.
What have you done?
Nothing for you to worry about.
Happy birthday, stepmama. A hand-tooled, gold-embossed checkbook cover. Thought you'd appreciate something related to your hobby.
Thoughtful as ever.
Then again, you might use it to put your pension book in. How old are we this year?
Ready for a bike soon?
Yeah, well, he'll have to wait till next Christmas.
What about one of those scaled-down 4x4s with a real engine? He'd love that.
If you had your way, you'd have every toy under the sun.
I'm just living a second childhood. All I had was an old spinning top. We used to share that with the rest of the street.
Yeah, well, it's done you no harm. And done him spoilt rotten and turning out like Chris.
I gotta go. Bye, James. See you later.
Oh, where are you going?
I've got a meeting. I'll be back for lunch.
Don't go, Steve. Can't we have some time together, the three of us?
Look, this afternoon, I promise.
What happens if the blackmailer comes back?
I've told you, Daniels has been dealt with once and for all. Now stop worrying.
Oh, well, no. Funny time of day to be watching videos.
Betty, I didn't know you were here.
Any good? Do you know, I'm a sucker for out in black and white, me.
I'll get out of your way.
Laid back, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, hang on, you forgot to leave me my money. Again.
James? 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 James, where are you? What the hell do you think you're doing? Get your hands off my son.
We're only talking of him, Kim.
Are you all right?
Look, whatever happened to my mum don't run in family, you know.
I'm sorry, Roy. I thought you might have been someone else.
Yeah, well, sorry to disappoint you.
Hang on, Roy. James could do with a bit of male company for a bit. You obviously seem to get on.
No, I've got to get the tack room cleared out.
It can wait.
And honestly, Kim, I'm pushed for time as it is, so...
Roy, leave it, please.
Come on, then. James wants to see some horses.
I can assure you of complete security and confidence here, Mr. Marchant. Good. You may have access to the box at any time during banking hours.
I'm hoping that won't be necessary.
May I ask if you'll be requiring the box for a long period?
Well, the longer the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Excellent. Your keys.
Thank you.
This way, Mr. Marchant.
Zoe. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, you're all right. I've got to get my tea. See you tomorrow.
Night, Paddy. You haven't come to offer a home to a stray gerbil, have you?
No. Actually, it's personal. There's something I want you to do.
If this has anything to do with Kim, I think I'd rather be left out of it.
No. I want you to look after something for me.
What?
This It's the key to a safety deposit box at my bank.
Why do you want me to have it?
Well, let's call it my insurance policy.
What's inside it?
I think it's best if you don't know then.
Then I don't see how I can help.
Just look after it. If anything happens to me, open the box and do whatever you think is necessary.
Are you expecting something to happen?
No, of course not. I'd just like to cover all the angles.
I can't promise I'll be able to do what you wanted.
I think you would. But I guess I'll have to trust you on that.
Where the hell have you been? I've been trying your mobile all day.
I'm sorry the meeting went on a bit longer than I thought.
Well, you could have rung to tell me. You know I didn't want to be left alone.
It's all right, I'm back now. Everything's fine.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's the matter with me. I feel like I've been rattling around this place.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I take you out for dinner tonight?
No, I'd rather stay at home. Just the two of us.
Kim, you're not still worried about Daniels, are you?
Not now you're back.
Look, you have told me the whole story with him, haven't you? You're not leaving anything out.
Why should I be?
Just making sure. Cheers.
I don't like it when you're not here, Steve.
Well, then I'll stay tonight.
Not just tonight. You don't need your place in the village. You're hardly ever there.
I just thought it'd be best if I kept it on till we got married.
All right, then. But let's do it quickly. I want the wedding as soon as we can get it organised. So, how about spring? Steve, what do you say?
What's that for?
I missed you.
For the stuff.
It's never bothered you before. So, do you want to name the day?
I can't talk about it now.
Steve, you're not getting cold feet.
Thanks, I'll see you next week.
Thanks. You put a dent in my car, you're sacked.
I didn't touch it.
I suggest you have your driving lessons somewhere else. And you're late.
Chris doesn't mind.
Well?
I haven't had time to think about it yet.
I wondered where you were.
Worried he might have escaped. I'll leave you to it.
You're very friendly with Chris all of a sudden.
If I'm going to be part of the family, I might as well try to get on with him.
I'm sorry. I'm just jealous. I think Chris has seen more of you than I have today.
I've been doing what I do best, making money.
That's not all you're good at.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Wedding date. Have you had time to think about it yet?
I've been thinking all day.
And? Steve, if you've changed your mind, just tell me.
I don't know if you love me.
Well, of course I do.
Do you? Or is it just that I'm useful to you?
What have I got to do to prove it?
No more secrets.
I've told you everything.
No. Daniel's told me everything, including a few things that seem to have slipped your mind.
What are you talking about?
Details, really. The fact that you paid to have someone killed. Why not tell me about that?
Look, I was terrified of Frank. Have you any idea what that's like? Living with someone who might kill you?
No, I don't know. So why not tell me about it? I don't want any excuses, Kim. No edited highlights. Just the truth.
I had to get away. I went to see Daniels and asked him if he could find, a stand-in.
How do you mean?
I've told you. A double. She had my car, my credit cards. All she had to do was show her face and convince Frank that I was still around.
And this girl, woman, did she know getting murdered was part of the job description?
No, because it was never meant to happen.
But you still wanted Frank charged with your murder?
Yes. All the evidence was there. My car in the quarry, my personal items. Everyone would think that Frank had killed me, and I'd get clean away.
So what went wrong? Seeing as she really died.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
But you planned it all along, didn't you? You always meant to have her killed.
I never asked Daniels to kill her.
Oh, no, of course you didn't. Well, not in so many words, anyway. What did you say to him? Do whatever you have to do? Something like that?
I've told you everything.
No. You haven't told me what you wanted.
To get Frank. Once and for all. So, are you going to call the police? What's that woman's name? D.I. Cook. Could make her day. Probably get her a promotion.
I'm not going to call anyone.
So what are you going to do then?
Spring.
What?
How about the spring wedding?
How do I know you won't go to the police?
Because I love you. And I trust you as much as you trust me. It just isn't good enough, Kelly. Spelling mistakes, badly laid out. It gives the company the wrong image.
You may be able to keep on the right side of Chris by wearing short skirts, but it doesn't impress me. There are plenty of kids who'd be delighted to take your job, you know.
Yes, Mrs. Tate, I'm sorry.
You just don't seem to concentrate on your work enough. And lately it's been getting worse. Have you got something on your mind?
Sorry, am I interrupting?
No, it's okay, Zoe. We're finished. Get these retyped. And make sure there are no mistakes this time.
Yes, Mrs. Tate.
Just can't get the staff these days.
Oh, I know. I've been trying to find a decent receptionist for weeks.
You should leave that sort of thing to your junior partner.
I would, but he's been busy. Mostly up at Althwaite's place.
I'm surprised Althwaite can afford your fees.
It's funny you should say that, because Paddy seems to think he could do a lot more if you lowered his rent.
That's no way to run a business, Zoe. And you're still a director here. So there's no doubt as to where your loyalties should lie. So tell your hired help to keep his nose out.
Are they all right now, Mrs. Tate?
I suppose so. But you're probably going to have to work through your lunch hour to make up for the time you've wasted.
But I was going out.
I don't know. You girls seem to think that a job's just something to pay for clothes and makeup. Start doing a bit of work for your money.
Yes, Mrs. Tate.
Right. Having said that, I'm going into Leeds to do some wedding shopping. You coming, Steve?
I'd love to, but I've got too much work to do.
Zoe?
No, I need to talk to Steve.
Oh, well. I'll shop till I drop on my own, then. I'll see if I can find you something special. Bye, darling.
Bye.
I've chased up maintenance, but they're well behind schedule, and we still haven't got a delivery date for the new laundry equipment.
It's all got to be ready for the new season.
Shall I phone them again?
Yeah, do that.
Oh, I'm still here, Kelly.
I haven't finished all the work you left me.
Well, I can wait till tomorrow now. You get off.
Thank you, Mrs. Tate.
I thought it was all so urgent.
Not as urgent as us spending some time alone together. Want to see what I got at the shops?
I thought it was unlucky for the groom to see that sort of thing before the big day.
Maybe you're right. I didn't forget you, though. Told you I'd get you something special.
Well, I don't think it'll suit me.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it, though.
I really must finish this report.
All work, no play. Could make Steve a very dull boy.
On second thoughts, maybe it could wait till tomorrow.
Happy?
Of course.
I don't think I've ever been happier.
That's the way I want it.
I feel safe with you.
Safe? Didn't realise that was one of your ambitions. You're a dangerous lady, Kim. That's what I've been told. Anyway, I thought you liked living life in the fast lane.
Maybe I do. But at least I've found the right person to share it with now. And I know you won't let me down when the going gets tough.
All part of the service.
You know, I think you're the first man that I've ever really trusted. I don't have to put on an act with you. You know all about me, all my dark secrets. And still you stand by me.
That's because I love you.
And I love you too. And I can't wait for the wedding. You know, we're going to have a great life together, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've seen Daniels off, there's no one to stand in our way. Still here. Can I have a word? Well, this is a first. You going without some attempt at sarcasm?
I'm saving myself. I'll come round to your place later.
So, you've sorted out your little problem? No, I'm not prying. And I know Christopher's your brother. But if you want a sympathetic ear, I could think of better people. Virtually anyone.
Like you?
I'm sure your dad would have liked us to be better friends.
Are you?
Well, I suppose that's why I want to ask you something. I wondered, would you like to be my bridesmaid? Yeah, OK, maybe you're too ancient for that, but, matron of honour, then?
Thanks.
Still, if you think too much has gone between us, I felt I should ask.
OK. I'll do it.
Why?
Because you asked.
Well, thanks. Perhaps we can still be friends after everything.
Amazing, isn't it?
I'll see you later.
Don't forget our appointment.
Appointment?
Hotton at lunchtime.
Oh, the jeweller's appointment.
Don't give up your day job.
I won't be able to if I've got to maintain you.
I'm worth it.
I know.
Oh, Steve, you haven't given me your guest list for the family.
Oh, sorry, it keeps up in my mind.
I hope I'm not marrying someone who's hiding his roots.
Oh, I'm marrying a woman who does.
Come here and say that. Love you.
See you.
See you.
Well, I'm afraid I've only got one sort in stock at the moment.
Fine.
It is £70.
Oh, even better. I'm not paying.
Make it two, Alan. We can take one home.
Fall for it every time.
Don't they just?
Thank you very much.
You spent enough on me today. And the wedding ring is perfect.
Not quite. Needs something adding to it.
You're having it engraved?
No, it needs more than that.
Doesn't?
I think it does.
You're not doing something tacky.
No. It needs to be on your finger. Then it'll be perfect.
If only I'd met you a long, long time ago.
Why?
Because I've wasted half my life struggling for things I never even wanted.